What did Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart say? Don't let us win tonight. And that is exactly what the Miami Heat did. Forcing Game 5 did the Boston Celtics, winning 116-99. The Celtics are now 3-0 in elimination games these playoffs, and they have won 8 of their last 9 elimination games. When Boston has to get a win, they have done so, and they did that tonight, winning 116-99. Taking a look at the box score here. Again, the final score, 116-99. The Celtics much better at moving the ball around tonight. They had 28 assists, 39 rebounds. They shot 51% from the floor. They made 19 three-pointers. That is how you win playoff basketball games, by making threes. And the Celtics were on fire from three, especially in the second half. The Heat, not so much. They shot 25% from three-point range tonight, 43.6% overall. And the Celtics, like I said, had to get some performances from some of their role players. Some of those guys had to step up. Shout out to Grant Williams, man. Obviously, a lot of criticism coming his way after Game 2 when he poked the bear and Jimmy Butler won Game 2 for the Heat. But Grant Williams had an awesome game tonight. 14 points, made 4 threes, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, played really good defense against Jimmy Butler here tonight for the most part, especially down the stretch. Butler was kind of trying to take over the game in the fourth, get Miami back in it. Grant Williams, when he was matched up against Jimmy, did not allow him to do that. So Grant Williams, who really did not play that much until a few games ago, these playoffs, has been huge the last couple of games for Boston, and I don't think the Celtics win this game without him tonight. He was phenomenal. How about Jayson Tatum, man? Down the stretch, could not miss. 34 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, shot 63.6% from the floor, 55.6% from three, was 5 of 9 from three. And so, really the turning point of this game is when the Boston Celtics went on an 18-0 run in the third quarter. They were down 6 at halftime, got down by 9 early in the second half. I was about to call this game over if the Heat got up double digits. Jayson Tatum, he made those 2 threes to start that 18-0 run, had the first 6 points of that 18-0 run. From there, it was off to the races. He got everyone else going. The Celtics established some momentum, and they ran away with this game, winning by 17. What a performance from Boston tonight. I also have to give a lot of credit to Joe Mazzulla. Probably saved his job winning this basketball game tonight. I don't know what would have happened to him had the Celtics been swept here by the 8th-seeded Miami Heat. Joe Mazzulla made the necessary adjustments at halftime, and Boston showed up. They didn't show up in Game 3. Didn't know if they were going to show up here for Game 4. They did, and because of that, we'll see it for Game 5. Who wins this series? The Celtics, trying to become the first team in NBA history to come back down from 3-0. 150 times a team's been up 3-0, and the team that goes up 3-0 is 150-0. Can the Celtics change that? Again, Jaylen Brown challenged his inner Kevin Millar, member of the 04 Red Sox, come back from 3-0 against the Yanks. Celtics trying to do that against Miami. Brown wasn't great tonight. 16 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He was better in the second half. I thought he took better shots. In the first half, he was not taking good shots. He did not look comfortable. But I think Brown realized that it just wasn't his night and let Tatum do his thing, got the ball to Tatum. Grant Williams, obviously did his thing as well. It was a great performance from Grant. Jaylen Brown did not have his best tonight, but that's okay. Celtics still win by 17. And again, I think Brown realized he didn't have his best stuff and didn't force things in the second half. Derek White was great. Again, I thought that the role players for Boston had to be big tonight. White was an X factor. 16 points. He had 11 in the first half, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. He made 3 3-pointers, and I think that's how you come back and win this series. We know Tatum's going to be good. We know that Brown can be really good, but it's going to be those role players stepping up because you've seen those guys like Caleb Martin, like Gabe Vincent, who got hurt tonight. Hopefully he's okay. We'll update you on his status when we know something about his status for Game 5. And then Max Strus as well, Duncan Robinson. Miami's had role players that have stepped up in the series. Boston, until tonight, hadn't. You had White, you had Grant Williams, you had some of those guys make an impact in this game. Marcus Smart, meanwhile, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 of 11 from 4 of 11 shooting, I should say, 3 of 9 from three-point range. So Marcus, kind of like JB, not his best game, but he did have a positive impact, I thought, on this basketball game. Did Marcus Smart? His defense was incredible, I should say, down the stretch. Al Horford, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 of 7 shooting for Al Horford. Horford, I was saying don't shoot the three, but he made 3 3-pointers in this game, including 2 early on. If Al Horford can start knocking down threes again, man, the Celtics can come back and win this series. If you're all about the Boston Celtics, be sure to subscribe. We will be live for Game 5 Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time tip. So be sure you subscribe. We're going to be going live about 20 minutes before tip. So be sure to subscribe. We'll look forward to seeing you there. Me and Nick Roloff had a lot of fun with those watch parties. Jimmy Butler was not very good down the stretch in this game. He had a good stat line, 29 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. But, man, when he had a chance, when the game got a little bit out of hand and he had a chance to maybe make an interesting game late, he did not do that. I thought the Celtics defended Jimmy Butler really well down the stretch in this game, and they did a great job defending Bam Adebayo, who has been a matchup nightmare for the Celtics in this series, but just 10 points, 5 rebounds tonight, no assists. I thought Robert Williams did a really good job matched up against him when he did match up against him. 22 minutes for Robert Williams tonight. He had 2 blocks. Like I said, he is a much better matchup against Bam than Al Horford is. Caleb Martin was great in the first half, did nothing in the second half. You took him out of this game. He did not make a shot in the second half, and I think that was big in terms of slowing down the Heat, what they do offensively. Martin just 16 points. John Edward Kruger, thank you for the question. We're answering these live on our post-game show. John saying, can we come back in this series one game at a time, go Celtics? John, that is the right mentality. I see Joe Mazzulla talking to the media right now. I'm sure he's saying the same thing. One game at a time. You cannot look at this as if you're down 3-1. You got to say, we're going to Boston for Game 5, front of our home crowd after dropping the first 2 games at home. We should win that game. And I think the Celtics can win that game convincingly. Then if you go to Miami, steal Game 6, Game 7 in Boston. And look, when the Celtics have had their backs up against the wall, they've won. You look at what they did against Philly. They're down 3-2. They go to Philly. They win. They win Game 7 in a blowout. Last year, conference semifinals, you're down 3-2 against Milwaukee. You end up winning that series. You win Game 7 in Miami last year. The Celtics, again, have won 8 of their last 9 elimination games. That is freaking nuts. So when the Celtics are having to win a game, that's when they play their best basketball. I wish they were more consistent. I wish they wouldn't get in these holes. But my goodness, do they play well when they have to play well. Desmond, we appreciate the question. You think we going to win Game 6? Desmond's already writing in a Game 5 win. I wouldn't get that carried away, Desmond. I know Miami's going to respond well in Game 5, but I would be shocked if the Celtics lost Game 5 because not only are you playing in front of your home crowd, you have momentum. And if the Celtics go to a Game 6, having won 2 straight, they would have all the momentum in the series. It's going to come down to Jayson Tatum, man. If Jayson Tatum can ball out like he did tonight in Game 6, we'll see you against Denver in the finals because I don't think Boston loses Game 7 at home. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/CelticsTV. Again, we are going live for Game 5.